So there's the dog food bowl right there. Here's my Echo device. And watch this. Alexa, feed the dog. So now the device is dispensing the food as instructed. Now that is really cool. And you can use Alexa to do that even if you're not at home. You could have her do that. So if you think that's cool, being able to use your Echo device to feed your dog, and you want to know what device you need and how to set that up, then stay tuned and I'll tell you how. Welcome to another edition of Eric's Product Review / Tech How-Tos, which is what this is really going to be. You saw in the opening how I could just tell Alexa to feed my dog, and this thing would dispense the food and feed my dog. Now I'm just going to show you how to set that up, what you need in order to make this work. First of all, you got to have a Wi-Fi dog feeder that is compatible with the Smart Life or Tuya app. Smart Life and Tuya are interchangeable, so you have to make sure you get one that says it's compatible with Smart Life or Tuya, or one that just happens to be. Now, this one that I have, this is from Hollywoodfrodo, and I highly recommend this one, and I'll tell you why later in the video, why I love this one. It comes with its own app that it suggests you use, but a lot of times if they come with another app or they suggest another app, that is just really a different version of the Smart Life Tuya app. So I decided to try and see if I could pair this through the Smart Life app, and it did work. And that's key, because you have to be able to connect this to the Smart Life app in order to get it to do that automatic feeding. So that's what you want to look for, a Wi-Fi dog food feeder that is compatible with the Smart Life and or Tuya app. And once you have that, then you have to set everything up. So let's jump over to a video. I'm going to show you how you set everything up inside of the Smart Life app and then inside of the Alexa app to make it all work. So here we are inside the Smart Life app. You can see I have dog food right there. This is my Wi-Fi dog feeder, the Hollywoodfrodo. But if you have a Wi-Fi dog feeder that is compatible with Smart Life or Tuya app, then just go into the Smart Life app, click Add Device. You go under Small Appliances. Make sure the feeder is in connection mode, which the light should be flashing. And you can see you got pet feeder right here. There's also pet treat feeder or pet feeder with camera. Mine's just a feeder. The Hollywoodfrodo is just feeder, so I chose that and then went through the process to connect it. And then it shows up here. Now, looking at it inside the app, you can see you can schedule. You can set a schedule inside the app, or you can click this button to feed, and you can change the number of portions. This is to do this manually through the app, or set a schedule, and it can do it on a schedule. So you can just do that. But of course, I want to use the Echo Alexa devices. So in order to do that, what I had to do is I had to create a scene. So when you go into scenes, and then, oh yeah, tap to run. So I was in automation. You don't want automation, because this isn't automation. It's just a tap to run, and then dog feeder. And so if you click those three little dots, you'll see what I did. First, I said if, click the plus, if launch tap to run. So that means if you click it, do it, then do what? And here I chose dog food, and then I chose how many times. So I clicked plus, I clicked the dog feeder, and then I chose the portions, because with the Wi-Fi dog feeders, obviously they have certain portions so that you can feed any size dog. And small dog, you might do 5 portions. Large dog, you might do 20 portions. 19 was the perfect for my dog. That ends up being about a cup of food, which is what we feed her twice a day. And so then you save it. Now, if I were to tap this, it would run that task and it would trigger. But obviously what we want to do is do it in Alexa. So inside the Alexa app, first you have to go to Skills, go to More and go to Skills, and then you search for the Smart Life skill, and you have to enable it. First time you use Smart Life, you're going to set up an account, and then to enable it in There it is right there. When you click it, you log into your Smart Life account, so then it connects. And then anything you've added to the Smart Life app gets imported into Alexa for control as well. I use the Smart Life app for a ton of stuff. And then once you have it in there, it will import that scene, the dog feeder scene from the Smart Life skill. So how do you get Alexa to respond to just the phrase, the feed the dog phrase? Well, then you go into routines and you create your own routine. So you click the plus button and then you enter a routine name, and then which would be dog feeder, whatever you want it to be, and then you say when this happens, and I had voice, and then you type in the command you want. So for me, I typed in feed the dog. Then you click next, and then you add action, add action. Well, you go smart home, and then you say control scene, because any of the tap to trigger things you set up in the Smart Life app show up as scenes in Alexa. See, there you go. There's the dog feeder scene. So you click add. So now when I save this, anytime you say, which I didn't really do the phrase because I've already done this, but anytime you say whatever phrase you want to say, now if your dog has a name that is easy for an Echo device to understand, you could say like feed Fido. But my dog's name is Hawaiian, it's Ulani, and half the time Alexa doesn't know what I've said. So that's why I just use the feed the dog phrase. But whatever you phrase you put, and you can put multiple phrases in case you want to use 2 or 3 different phrases. You can do that when you're setting that up. And whenever you do that, it'll trigger this tap thing, and this tap thing feeds however many portions you set up. And that's all there is to it. That's how you set this up. And now you can use a Wi-Fi smart dog feeder along with Alexa, and you can feed your dog.
Alexa, feed the dog.
So it's fairly easy once you have it connected inside that Smart Life app. You just create a scene basically with those with the number of feedings or that equal what your dog would eat. Then you can, that scene will be connected to Alexa. Once you connect the Smart Life app to Alexa, that scene also gets added. And so then you just create a custom phrase inside of Alexa to trigger that scene, and that will trigger the feeding. I created a custom one, Alexa feed the dog, and whenever Alexa hears me say that, that triggers that scene, which dispenses, I think, 18 or 19 just food dispensing from this, which is how much my dog needs. Now, the reason why I love this Calado dog feeder specifically, it is Wi-Fi. It's got a large container to hold a lot of food, but also I love because it comes with its own bowl. If you have a small dog, you can use the bowl that comes with it. It's a nice stainless steel bowl, but it's kind of on the small side, so it's like for small and medium-sized dogs. But if you have a large dog like mine, it's no big deal because you just it detaches really easily, and then as you can see in the video, the round large bowl that I use for her just pushes right up in there and it dispenses into it perfectly. So it's that's why I love this one. You can use it with any size dog, either with or without the feeding tray that comes with it. And then there's also some other great features. This has battery backup just in case. You can use batteries. It's got that large container. It's easy to refill. It has a lot of great features. So this is an excellent dog feeder. If you're wanting to do this, then it for sure will work using this one, as you could see in the video. But it will also work with any dog, a Wi-Fi dog feeder that's compatible with the Smart Life or Tuya app. That's the key. Once you have that, then you can set that up, and then you can have Alexa feed your dog.